There we go. Each and every time it's always kind of complicated. Anyhow, folks, good afternoon. If you're on the West Coast, good morning. If you're somewhere in Europe, good evening. Welcome to another edition of WebPageTest Live each and every, well, not each and every Thursdays, but at least a couple times a month. Today's edition, August 25th, 2022. It's going to be a lot of fun. Super excited about today's broadcast. We're going to talk about, well, we're going to have an amazing guest. I'll just leave it at that. And one that I've been meaning to have on the stream for a little while now. So I'm super excited. In fact, I'm going to bring him up to the stream right now. Oh, you're the lazy boy. You might want to unmute yourself, sir. There we go. Mr. Shukla. Siddhant, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome. I know I almost caught you napping there, so I have to apologize.
I just finished my night coffee, so it's gonna
Okay.
keep me waking at the night.
I'm a little jealous right now because I have a left-handed mug, and I'm not left-handed. Yeah. So you see, if I hold, yeah. So when I hold mine on the left, that's when you can see the logo. So, and I'm not left-handed. I don't know. It's gonna get weird. Anyhow, Siddhant, man, thank you. Thank you for joining us. I know it's a little late your time. What time is it?
It's almost 10:30 p.m.
PM. Okay.
Yeah.
I do want to again extend a big thanks for you having to stay up and join us for this stream. But I thought it was important for you to join us because you have a lot of things to discuss. You've been doing a lot of great work over at WebPageTest, and I definitely want to make sure that we recognize that. So, folks, as usual, we're going to go through a few announcements here. And I'm going to share my screen. Let me see, share screen. I'm going to go here, bingo, and I'm just going to hit that. So, once again, this is Web Page Test Live. This is a stream that we do a couple times a month on Thursdays where we talk about web page tests. And specifically, we have guests on who are users of the tool and like to kind of walk us through their own personal workflows. That being said, for in order to do that, you have to be a web page test user, ideally, and there is no better time than the present. So, if you want to get on and well, first of all, if you want to get an account at WebPageTest, by all means, head over to webpagetest.org. It's going to look a little something like this, and you'll be able to go up in the top right corner of the screen and either log in, but sign up if you don't have an account. There are some amazing privileges in having an account. You know, we can talk about the test history. You have access to some opportunities or as experiment, one of the two, and among other things. But at the very least, you'll be able to drop in some URLs and experience what we like to talk about on Thursdays, which is going through the metrics, looking at what's possibly available in terms of like improvements to the user experience, performance ultimately. But again, it's about getting a hand on the rich amount of data that we have available to you. So go over to webpagetest.org. And in fact, let me just pull out this little banner here. We have these things all set up usually. And where are you? Webpagetest.org. There we go. Bingo. We like to drop that right on the screen. Yeah, I mean, I think this is something that you'll want to sign up for, and again, experience the kind of audits that we like to do here on the stream. The next thing I'd like to talk about are meetups. And the last few weeks, you've probably heard me talk about our affinity for meetups and what we feel is an opportunity to bring them back. We understand that in the last couple of years, to all the meetup organizers out there and people who enjoyed meetups just generally, it's been next to impossible to attend meetups, but they are starting to trickle back, and we're really excited about that. And in fact, I've known all the performance meetups literally around the world, and we at WebPage Test are actively helping organizers bring them back. If the meetup has been dormant, we are more than happy to help you sort of bring it back to its original state. And if you're in a city where you'd like to have a meetup, let us know as well. We're absolutely ready and willing to help you do that. So we actually have a little form here. Let me see, where is it? The meetup form, recorder meetups. There it is. If you go to bit.ly/perf-meetups, there's a little form there. It'll take you maybe 2-3 minutes to fill out. Let us know where you're at, some little information like that, and send it off, and we'll be more than happy to reply and see if we can help you out. Either attend a meetup that's already in your area and or help you start a new one. That'd be great. And again, I get back to the fact that meetups have been very important in personally my maturation in the WebPerf space. But just generally, I think meetups are really important for the community. Why? Well, you might not be able to attend a conference. Conferences can be a little expensive. They might be out of your reach in terms of, distance, whatever it may be. But meetups are there to sort of provide some of the same information that you may encounter at a conference, whether it be in person or online, because we're happy to help you out with that as well. So let us know if you want to start a meetup in your area. We'll be more than happy to assist you. Following that, speaking of conferences, we've been talking about this one right here, which is called Performance.now, or well known as Perf Now. It's a performance conference taking place in Amsterdam, and they also had a 2-year hiatus for obvious reasons. And this is really just 2 years after they got started. So I think the performance conference started, I think, in 2018. There was a 2019 edition, and then they had 2 years off, and now they're back this year. And we're all, and I say we, as in the performance community, we're all excited about its return. A lot of people have signed up already, bought their tickets. I spoke to the organizer, shout outs PPK, literally an hour ago, and he said they are actually ahead of schedule from their 2019 edition. So things are really moving. And I don't know if you know, but tickets tend to start to evaporate as you get closer to the date. Um, why am I mentioning this? Well, WebPage Test is sending a team. I'll be there. Tim Kadlik's going to be there. Stoyan is going to be there. And drum roll, please. Siddhant, are you going to be there?
Yes, I'm gonna be there. Very
Uh,
excited for that.
well, there you go. Siddhant's going to be there too. So if during today's stream you have some additional questions for Siddhant and you can't reach him on Twitter, guess what? You'll be able to reach him and speak to him in person over at Perf Now. So this is really for a lot of the people in Europe. I think we're going to have more immediate access to this conference since it is in Amsterdam. So I know the Europeans like to take their trains or their little short flights, EasyJet, and what's the other one? Ryanair, which I've taken before. I've actually taken both. But we are going to be there, and we're also organizing or co-organizing, pardon me, a sort of a free event the night before. We're going to have some more details about that very shortly, but it's going to be a night of lightning talks and just camaraderie. So if you're going to be at Performance Now, please come check us out. But generally, this is something that you want to keep in mind. And I don't know, ping your boss. Maybe they'll send you if you're close enough. Now, speaking of events, WebPage Test Live is going to be fairly busy this fall. I think I've said that last couple editions of this show, and we're pretty excited about that. And our next one, next Thursday, is going to be with the great people, the good people at Wix. I have Crystal coming in, I have Alon coming in. They've been doing amazing work at Wix in the last few years on the performance side and as well on the SEO side. And we've been meaning to have some SEO professionals come on the stream with us because they are also web page test users. And we're going to hear from Crystal and Alon how they sort of work in sync on the performance and SEO side to create the great experiences that have been happening over at Wix. So we're excited about that. This is a sneak peek announcement. I was actually going to announce this tomorrow, but we're friends, so I thought I should let you guys know. So that's going to be next week. So a week today at 1:00 as usual. More details, so make sure you follow us on Twitter for that. And the last announcement I'd like to make, which is very apropos, is another stream. We usually pre-record these, but this one's going to be live. And what's going to happen is that we're introducing to the community the Shopify Merchant Performance Team. They put together a team quietly this summer, and the trio is going to come aboard and talk about what they actually are doing with merchants. And they've been working closely with them to try to improve their user experiences, obviously performance as well. That's what they're there for specifically. But I'm really excited to have Matthias, Michael, and Sia join us because they're going to really walk us through their sort of raison d'etre for having the team, and I'm really excited about that. So that's actually taking place Tuesday. It's going to be again at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. You can figure out the rest. And it's going to be right here on Twitch as well. So super duper excited. I'm really happy that they can join us from the Shopify team. So that being said, I think that's it for me. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and going to bring Siddhant back. So Siddhant, thank you for sitting through my little extended intro there. I realize, yeah, it took a little while. Welcome, Siddhant. How you doing again?
I'm doing pretty good. I was really excited about the stream today. The
Good.
day was pretty average, but the time near the stream, it is really good right now.
Okay, okay. First of all, I just got to note that there's a bit.ly link that is not working. Please let me know which one because they generally all do, but I'm happy to repost the one that's not working. So, Ganesh Joe, if you could just let me know, I'd be more than happy to correct that. So, Siddhant, I mean, this is your first time in the stream, so I'll let you sort of introduce yourself to the community.
Okay, my name is Siddhant Shukla, and here at Catchpoint WebPageTest, I work as a software integrations engineer. So my work revolves around working on the node wrapper and the tools we build that use under the hood, that use node wrapper under the hood. So, and hopefully we'll be talking about them in this stream. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I mean, we're very happy to have you on. Like I said, we've had unfortunately some sort of like conflicting schedules and whatnot because I was trying to have you on a little earlier, and I know how these things go. That being said, we're definitely delighted to have you here because a lot of the work that you've been doing has been just quietly, just unheralded, and we want to make sure that people do know about some of these features and the work that you've done. But more notably, I know that we recently released an extension that we had sort of been excited about, and internally we found out that you were very instrumental in getting this thing launched. So what we'll do right now is essentially um, talk about this extension. And for those who may or may not remember, I think the last stream, I think it was the last stream, the extension came out literally the day before. Uh, and if you go over to bit.ly/WPT-recorder, there was a blog post announcing the stream. And I'm pretty sure this link works. So I hope we don't have any challenges there. But we did talk about this stream, I mean, this extension in this blog post, which I'll post in the chat as well. But we are actually going to have Siddhant sort of do a bit of a demo and talk about the whole sort of W5s, the what, where, et cetera, about this extension because a lot of people were excited. I remember Adios Money had tweeted it out. I think it was Can't See Dodds was also very impressed with the extension as well. So then I'll let you sort of talk about the whole experience and how this whole extension conversation came about.
Yeah. So WebPage test allows you to do multi-step testing,
Mhm.
which could be like really hard if you write all of the CSS selector stuff like manually. So that's why this idea actually Tim started this. Tim started working on this, and I was lucky enough to be part of the process. So initially, we started this node script. We didn't know that uh, this could work as an extension that could directly export scripts to the recorder. So initially, we started all of the steps and events that the Chrome recorder provides. So we started working on that. It went pretty well. So thanks to Tim and his connections, he shared that repo with Addy Osnami, and he was really fascinated about it. So he actually, because of him, he allowed the Chrome recorder to work with the extensions. So that's how the all of the idea came. So we then started working on the extension, tried our best to deliver it as fast as possible. So this extension is really helpful if someone want to do multi-step testing, uh, whether it's an e-commerce platform or a normal website with lot of tabs and links and stuff. If someone want to test out, even non-coder, a non-developer person, if he wants to test out all of the multi-step stuff, it really makes it really simple with the Chrome extension. Yeah,
Nice. So, he or she wanted to sort of take a look at some of the potential, issues that could be happening in, like you said, in a multi-step process, by anyone, say, on an e-commerce site. They'd be able to do that fairly easily.
yeah,
Awesome.
exactly.
So how about we do this? Let's get into a little bit of a demo, because
Sure.
I know internally you gave us a little demo, but again, we want to share that with the viewing audience. So whenever you're ready, I'll be able to share your screen.
Sure. 1 second. Sharing screen.
There we go. I see you. I'm going to add you to the screen, and here we go with your beautiful Windows laptop. Let's go.
You promised me you're gonna get me the
Yeah,
MacBook.
yeah. We're going to work on that.
Yeah. Okay. So for this little demo, I'll
Hmm.
be walking through a normal user flow
Hmm.
from adding of an e-commerce platform by adding a product to a cart and till the checkout.
Hmm.
So that's what my aim is.
Hmm.
So let's open the recorder,
Hmm.
inspect elements. Um, this is the recorder. This is the Chrome recorder.
Hmm.
I'll start a new recording. Let's say test record and hit the start button. Yeah. So I'll click on some links. The recording started here.
Yeah.
It is registering all of my click events, whether I click or yeah, basically click whether I key press down, I press enter, and all of this stuff.
Hmm.
So I think this is a good sofa. I should add this to my cart.
Nice.
Um, yeah, two sofas. Add to
Hmm.
basket.
Hmm.
Mm.
So essentially, this is recording every single interaction that you are making on this e-commerce site.
Yeah, this is basically a JavaScript video player.
Mm.
That's so nice. Yeah. So yeah, this add two sofas is in my cart right now.
Hmm.
Press on checkout. Um, yeah, we are on the checkout screen. So what I'll do, I'll end the recording.
Hmm.
Now, important note. My recording is done, as you can see here. But to make sure that this recording works, I'll replay it in. I replay this within Chrome first before
Okay.
exporting it, so
Okay.
that 100% make sure that my recording will work with the web page test tool.
Okay.
So I just started my recording,
Hmm.
and you can see that all of the click events. Yeah, it is going through all of my events. You see,
Hmm.
we selected the sofa,
Yep.
we added two. Yeah, we clicked on two, then we added to basket. This is just recording. Okay.
Nice. So this
Yeah.
recording is this is literally automated.
Yeah, it's just like a video player,
Nice.
JavaScript video player. You just click on all this stuff. All of the events are registered here within the
Hmm.
recorder, the
Hmm.
Chrome's recorder. Yeah, and you can then click here,
Hmm.
and this is your export as web page test custom script. Make sure you have obviously have the extension installed,
Yes.
the web page test recorder extension.
Hmm.
So all you have to do is click on that, save this file. I'll save it as text. Uh, Open webpagetest.org. Now all I have to do is feed that script that extension created. This is the script
Hmm.
that extension created. All I have to do is 1 second. Yeah, script. I just paste the script here
Hmm.
and start test. That's all.
So basically, what happened here is you recorded a sort of interactive sort of flow of you picking and choosing some products on an e-commerce site. You stopped the recording. You then went and exported the recording as a web page test script.
Yes. So basically, what our extension do is, the recorder itself exports a JSON with all of the events register, all of the steps. So our recorder goes through that JSON, and it export this for us.
Hmm.
It is a really simple logic. Just the work it do is really fascinating.
Nice. So
Yeah.
now you've saved it as a TXT file, so a basic text file.
Yep.
And so you did not even have to enter any kind of URL, anything of the sort. You've basically gone into web page test in the advanced panel, if I if my recollection is correct. um, and you've dropped that into web page test, and basically hit click start, and the test literally starts.
Yeah. So you can see that writing all of this stuff manually,
Hmm.
targeting all of the IDs and classes of these selectors
Hmm.
would be really hard work.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
pain to do.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's the work our extension do.
nice, nice. So I can see that the URL is in the file, and so we've gone into, again, if you want to just sort of like scroll back up very quickly.
Sure.
No, yeah, exactly. So we've actually gone to webpagetest.org. We've scrolled down. If you want to scroll down just a bit, just kind of like slowly going through some steps. We went down to advanced configurations, folks, and then to the script panel, and we've basically cut and pasted the script right into it, right in here. Because again, if you zoom in very quickly, we can see that the URL is there. So the instruction is been inputted so that we go straight to the URL. We have a number of steps to follow, and then you go back up and you hit start test. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. So now we are starting the test. We have a test location, which is Brazil, interestingly enough.
One sec.
Oh, which is fine. We just want to make sure that we know exactly what is taking place here. Are we privy to
Yeah.
some of your private notes?
Oh, actually, I forgot to copy paste the URL, the actual test result.
Oh,
So
okay. Awesome.
I had to grab that. So if everything's went well,
Yeah.
then you will see your result page with all of the steps that we have done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of the steps we added to cart, we selected the product, we increased the quantity. All of the steps are here
Mm-hmm.
till the checkout page.
Mm-hmm. So essentially, folks, what just happened is we just provided ourselves with a very granular look at the flow of, a kind of like a procedural flow of buying a or two couches. Uh, and so you're able to, if you want to scroll back up, um, we're able to sort of like see exactly what was taking place between each and every step. You can see if, there may have been, who knows, some CLS between you, I don't know, adding a second couch, and taking it, adding a second couch and then going to checkout. I don't know. I mean, but these are things that we're able to now discover using this extension, which is amazing. you know um and you know have you, and I'm sure you've played around with the tool, thus far, quite a few times. Is there anything that's, sort of like caught your eye, caught your attention, that's been, sort of, a bit of a discovery at any point?
Yeah, I like to mention the important note, the thing that I just mentioned before.
Hmm.
Before before importing this script into the web page test,
Hmm.
one should definitely replay it within the Chrome itself first, so
Okay.
that 100% make sure that that script is going to work on the web page test. So
Nice, nice.
that's like the check mark. If it replays well in it if it replay well in Chrome, then it's going to work on the web page test. So that's like a tick mark. It's going to work.
Nice. And is there a particular reason why there's a need to replay it? Are there like little hiccups along the way?
Yes. So I've seen there are cases where, let's say, example, YouTube. So YouTube create all of the selectors in YouTube, like all of the links, video links in YouTube. If you try to click on them, they are like dynamically created within the
Mhm.
time. So they are not actually same every time you refresh the page. There will be new links, new classes, and new IDs.
Mm.
So the recorder fails there. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I
Uh,
see. I see.
yeah. So these are kind of some edge cases that we have to work on. Uh, and lucky thing is we are working with Chrome team here, the best
Awesome.
guys. So yeah, we're going to figure that out soon, pretty soon.
Nice, nice. I mean, I'm sure every party has interest in making sure that everything runs as smoothly as possible. But no, this is a fantastic extension. And again, this is about being able to create or recreate the workflow and looking at metrics and what happens at every step of this workflow. So again, this is about getting a slightly more granular look at what exactly is taking place. So this is amazing. Now we did mention that this is a Chrome extension. So
Yeah.
right now, as far as I do remember, we originally believed that I think it was um, a canary stable extension, uh, but I think I was able to install it on Chrome stable, I believe, um, and I was able to get it on Edge as well. And believe it or not, folks, since it is sort of like a Blink family situation, I think you should be able to get it on Vivaldi as well as, I'm missing something here, Brave, I think. I have to double check, but I think I did it like the first week, and I was able to pretty much confirm that. But I'll be happily corrected if it's not the case. But it is, in all likelihood, a Blink family of browsers compatibility situation. Um, what I was going to say is, oh, and I think there was like an announcement today. Am I forgetting something?
Yeah. So we just copy pasted our script there
Hmm.
on the script tag. So soon we'll have an option here to like upload the script. So Stoyan,
Mhm.
another senior engineer on our team, worked on that. So it will be live pretty soon.
Nice, nice. So, folks, what's going to happen apparently is that we're going to again remove a step in the process of getting this script in here. So you'll be able to just, I guess, a one-click upload and have everything take place thereafter, which is again amazing. And again, especially, we've been talking about this in the e-commerce space. So if you do have interest in e-com and making sure that things are running as smoothly as possible, say like Shopify, who are going to be with us next Tuesday, this extension, Chrome Recorder extension, is going to be a priceless piece of technology, I guess, or a script basically, to help you out in your ecom performance endeavors. Once again, for more information on that and getting back to the blog post that we released about 2 weeks ago, written by Director of Engineering Tim Cadlick, bit.ly/WPT-recorder. Now, um, that's amazing work, Siddhant. I believe that I'll, um, you know, on behalf of everyone on the team and all the people using it out there, we certainly do want to thank you. Uh, but this is, I know, really just scratches the surface in terms of the work that you've been doing over at WebPage Test. And again, I know that we are trying to get you on stream beforehand, but scheduling was not the friendliest. But we've also, I know you've been working on some other items that have been out for a little while. So we certainly want to go back and talk about some of your work over at WebPage Test and in the recipe space.
Okay, so we created some recipes
Hmm.
that basically what we had in mind, why we created the recipes. If you like visit the web page test API repo, it could be like really overwhelming
Hmm.
because there are literally lot of options, lot of functions that one it's gonna be really hard if you want to figure it out. So we created some of these recipes to guide new folks what our wrapper is
Hmm.
how to consume the wrapper,
Hmm.
etc., etc. So there are some recipes.
Hmm.
They are not much here, but yeah, we'll soon be adding more.
Yeah.
If you want me, I can guide each and every one of them.
Let's go through a couple, but even before we get into that, hold on, just checking on a comment here. If you want to explain to people what exactly is a recipe.
Yeah, well, uh, recipe is just a small block of code that actually runs the test from the wrapper.
Hmm.
Yeah, basically it runs the web page test from the wrapper. So recipes basically will help you understand the options, the function, what functions are doing, what options you need to pass on to
Hmm.
get the expected output.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome, awesome. So we're gonna get into maybe a couple quick demos if you want to share your screen. But um, is that Stoyan? Oh God, Stoyan, what are you asking here? Question about the script language. What type of scripting is this, and how does one go about learning it? Docs, etc. That's a question for you, Siddhat.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Can you please repeat?
Oh, actually, I'll put it on the screen. I keep forgetting I could do that. This is Stoyan. I don't know if he's playing with us or what, but he's asking about the script language. And
Oh, yeah. Well, we have everything in docs if you want to go through the scripting language that web page test supports.
I'll, oh, it's a serious question, you said. Okay. I mean, I never know it's Stoyan. So, Stoyan, we'll find the link and, and send it to you. Um, Awesome. Let's get into these recipes quickly. And like I said, you can share your screen as liberally as you want.
Sure.
There we go. And I'm going to see if I can work with Story on here. Hold up.
Should I start?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So, starting with the recipes, we have a very basic emulator slow network. So, WebPage tests provide bunch of connectivity options from 3G, 2G, 4G, LTE, and maybe 5G in future. So, this recipe will help you run a test from a 3G connectivity. So, I'll go through the basic fundamentals of it. So, all you have to do is create an instance of the WebPage test class,
Hmm.
uh, pass this URL and your API key that you can obtain from WebPage test, the test URL that you want to test to, options. So here the options location Dulles Chrome.
Hmm.
We are testing from Dulles. Browser is Chrome. Connectivity is 3G, and this is a main function. WebPage test dot run test. Run test is a main function that will take three arguments: the URL to test, the options, and a callback function. So yeah, and you'll get this sort of status code of 200 that your test is in progress. That's a very basic recipe
Hmm.
of 3G connectivity. Yeah. Next is same with the CPU throttling. Everything is same here, pretty much same here, but with another additional parameter of CPU throttling. Yeah, that's that's it. Yeah, this one is important. Retrieve core web vitals. If anyone is aware of the result object that web page tests provide, it's huge. It's literally huge. Even my browser hung up. when I load that.
Hmm.
So all I'm doing is capturing the web vitals. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. Everything is same here. These are the result object that
Hmm.
I'm targeting with,
Hmm.
that has the value for my web vitals. And this one is for crux data. Uh, if your website has crux data, it will be here in the result object. Everything is same. So
Nice.
these the idea behind these recipes is to make folks, to help them understand our wrapper, how it works. It's not that hard.
Hmm.
If someone wants to try it, yeah. So this one, next one is third party block domain.
Hmm.
You have to do is pass all of the URLs, basically add stuff. You can pass or space delimited here,
Hmm.
and it's going to block with the results. Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
This one is you can get the film strip screenshots. Yeah, so your basically your web page screenshots. So this one is also really simple. You'll Yeah, this one is really simple. You're just targeting the data from the result object
Hmm.
and exporting it into your PC. That's it.
Nice. Nice.
I've also added this screenshot of how your output should look like.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
So this one is like generate a lighthouse report. If anyone want to generate a lighthouse report using the wrapper, so all he has to do is pass this parameter lighthouse equals to 1. That's it. And yeah, this parameter lighthouse one, this will generate both the web page test result and lighthouse report. So it will both will be there, the whole web page test result and lighthouse report. This another parameter we use, test type. If that is used and the lighthouse is passed with that, so that will only be used to generate the lighthouse result, not the whole web page test result.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah,
And
that's the
this,
output.
and a quick reminder, just in this sort of one recipe, um, we provide our extensive sort of dump of data that you can sort of parse. But part of that is if you choose, you can get a lighthouse report from within web page tests. You do not have to leave web page tests at all to get a lighthouse report, which some people like to have, and we certainly do offer it if you want to get it as well. Uh, Stoyan, it's funny. I literally found the link and then forgot to cut and paste it in. But for those wondering, Stoyan just posted a link to the docs, the web page test docs around the scripting language that we have. Which is associated with the recorder that we've been talking about earlier on. So thank you very much for that, Stoyan. For those who don't see it, it's the very last message that was posted in the chat. Now, so the recipes are really there to sort of like simplify some of the the data, or simplify access to some of the data that we offer with the API. Is that correct?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
I was going to say, like, so the recipes are really there to simplify the access to some of the data that we provide using the API.
Yeah, it kinds of give an overview for
Mhm.
folks that how to use a wrapper basically.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to, I think I have a link to that right there. Oh, show. Come on, show. What's wrong with my
Uh,
computer?
this
Uh,
one is I've really asked a lot about the multi-test scripting
mhm.
with using the wrapper.
Nice.
Yeah. So you can do multi-step testing
Mhm.
using the wrapper, and
Nice,
that's all you have to do.
nice, nice, nice. Now, for those wanting pardon me, some more information about the recipes, if you go to bit.ly/WPT-recipes, you'll basically land on the exact same page that Siddhant is on right now, and more information will be available right there. Um, That's awesome. So, and this has been with us for a little while now. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Since Feb when I
Nice.
joined.
And again, we were trying to get that on, but schedule overlaps to get a little crazy. And I think let's look at let's do a quick mention of the waterfall one that I think was next up. I think, and then we'll
Yeah, so it's really simple. The result object that
Mhm.
WebPageTest provide has the waterfall image embedded in it. So I'm just extracting the image from the object. That's it.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And the waterfall, folks. Um, where was I? I was on some stream. I think someone mentioned the webpage test waterfall. It is a bit of an award winner. We provide a lot of information in that waterfall, and this is something that, again, at the base level, if you look at that waterfall, you can get a lot of information out of your WebPageTest audit, and it provides some results that you can, again, see and understand what exactly is going on with the page. So that's awesome. So I guess, again, I'm going to bring back the URL to the short link to get some more information on the recipes. If you go to bit.ly/WPT dash recipes, you'll be able to see exactly what we've been talking about. And this is some of the work that Siddhant has been doing over at WebPage Test, again, behind the scenes, but we want to make sure that he had an opportunity to come aboard and talk about that. So, what have we looked at today, folks? We certainly did spend some time and talk about the recorder. Why is the recorder important? Well, we just saw it. You're able to go into Chrome and basically record a workflow, a session of you poking around a site. You know, we looked at e-commerce because there's so much involved there, but we can see exactly where it might have some applications in other sort of interaction dense apps. But you were able to record the whole thing, stop the recording, replay it, like you said, JavaScript video, is that what you called it?
Yeah.
JavaScript video,
Yeah.
something like that. Replay the whole session, then export the session in a web page test script, which we can then drop into web page test, and it'll run and click start. It'll run a test and provide a lot of the data that we're accustomed to, but also little granular looks at every step and what is happening with the data in terms of the metrics, any changes, if we see any changes in the CLS, if we see any paint changes in the painting and other items that we traditionally provide. So something that you could try for absolutely free. If you go to the where is the recorder? Oh yeah, I wish I had. Oh yeah, I guess so. So if you go back and look at this blog post by Tim Cadlick, we have links that take you to the recorder at the Chrome store, or you can look it up yourself if you go web page test Chrome Recorder Extension, something of the sort. But we certainly have it linked on this page right here, and you'll be able to add it to Chrome and try it yourself for free. I mean, there's absolutely no cost to that, and it is something that could provide some excellent insights into what exactly is taking place. Wow. Okay. How are you feeling, Siddhant? That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
You're not too stressed out.
Oh no, I cannot be stressed out if I'm with you.
Oh, good, good, good. Well, we are delighted that you were able to come join us this time around because, again, um, we had talked about the fact that we knew that a lot of this work that you were taking on needed a little bit of exposure and discussion. And these are these little additives that that people could sort of work into their flow of their auditing flow or anything of the sort, and it just needed to be discussed. So um, we talked about the recorder today, folks, so go and check that out. We talked about the recipes, certainly go and check that out. Um, we will actually be bringing Siddhant back on as well because there are some other items that we want to cover. We just didn't think we'd have time today, as we want to focus on these two areas. But we've Siddhant's been sort of working on these very interesting bots, some other extensions that we want to mention, but we want to focus on the other two today. But we're going to do that again soon. We might do a pre-recording about it and just upload it to our YouTube channel as a bit of an addendum to this, a bit of a support. Otherwise, look out. We're going to bring Siddhant back on for sure. So, in a quick summary, do remember that next Tuesday, is it August? Yeah, August 30th. Actually, let me just bring back the deck. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go share. I'm going to go bingo, and I'm going to do that. So do remember, no, not this one right here. This one right here. Next Tuesday, August 30th, we have the Shopify merchant performance team joining me on the web page test stream. Um, it's a series we started a little while back called Under the Hood. Basically, we talk about performance, we talk about the people behind it, and we talk about their projects. So we're happy to have Michael, Matthias, and Sia join me and talk about how they are working with merchants in sort of helping them ameliorate their performance, which in return helps uh, these merchants, sell. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Let me stop the screen. And that's it. Let's check this last comment here. I want to make sure more info. Oh, yeah, that's been posted. Thank you very much. Yes. And if you go to let me just drop that right here. There we go. If you go to product.webpagetest.org/events, I should have put that in. I completely forgot. A lot of information about our coming streams, whether it be the two next week or anything that we're involved with, whether it be a webinar like we did this past week. They'll always be posted there. I'll create like a little bit.ly for that. But yes, if you go to product.webpagetest.org/events, and you're going to see more of the schedule that we have slotted for this fall. It's going to be a lot of fun, folks. Any last words, Siddhant? Outside of the fact that you're probably tired because it's 11:30 p.m. now.
No, I'm not tired. I just had a big cup of coffee. Coffee.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
In your fancy Catchpoint mug, right-handed Catchpoint mug, which I need. Okay, well, Siddhant, thank you for joining us. That was we do appreciate it again. Amazing work. Again, I think it needed to be heralded. Folks, want to thank you all for joining us. We'll see you for sure a week from today, but without a doubt, come by, check us out on the 30th, and that's going to be their next episode with the Shopify team. That being said, thank you very much. Look out for the stream, this recording to be back up on our channels, and you'll be able to watch it again. Cool, and have yourself a good day. And Siddhant, stay on, but I'm going to wish you a good night as well.